If you're having a conversation with another property manager, or you're reading a periodical about the future of the property management industry, you can't read more than 3 or 4 minutes before you stumble into this. What's going on in our industry? Are we collapsing? Are we imploding? What is happening? Our industry is it's changing, and people are scared. People are freaking out about this stuff. We've been around since 1978. We've been around a while. My dad started our company in 78. We've been through some cycles. So I wanted to just offer a couple thoughts regarding this concept is our industry collapsing? Is it imploding? The simple short answer is this: no. We're changing quickly, but it's okay. People are going to be okay. The industry is going to be okay, because here's what's happening. The industry is changing so fast, and anybody that started a company in the last 6 years has experienced nothing but growth. Nothing but people banging on their door saying, please manage my property, I can't sell it, please manage it. Well, the real estate sales market has come back, hasn't it? Which has meant what? Which has meant all of those reluctant landlords who said, as soon as the market turns, I'm going to sell. Well, guess what? The market turned. So what are they doing? A lot of them are selling, which means most property management companies' door count is actually going down because property management companies as well are consolidating. So let me ask you this question. Do you have more or less doors under management today than you did 12 months ago? Now, I would venture to say, if we could do this as a statistic, as a study, I talked to a lot of property management companies, almost, I would guess 95% have less doors today than they did a year ago. Now, I don't say that in any form or fashion other than to say, if you're one of those, don't overreact to that. That's the way our industry is happening right now, today. Door counts are down a little bit. Now, if you're up in your door count, hey, congratulations. You're doing something awesome. You're killing it. And your door count for most companies is either flat or it's down a little. For most, it is either flat or down a little. But very, very rare to have a door count up. So if you're in that group that has a door count down a little bit, that's okay. Again, don't overreact to that. That's the cycle of the industry we're in right now. So a couple considerations, just a couple random thoughts. This is just my input, so if you don't believe me, that's fine. You can ignore me. But here's a couple things that we want to express to those people that are kind of in panic mode. And number one is just that. Don't panic, all right? This is a cycle of the market. We will get through this. Don't overreact. You don't necessarily need to go and consolidate or become a franchisee. That's not the answer to your problems. If you can't get doors independently, you're not going to get doors by suddenly being a franchisee. Now, I'm not knocking franchisors. There's a lot of great franchisors out there in the property management industry, but that may not necessarily be the solution to every problem you're having. It relies down to you and what you need to be doing. But don't panic. Don't get over emotional on this. Just recognize that this is a function of the market we're in. Now, you need to combat it. There's some things you can do to keep growing. Our door count is up a little bit, up like 5% year over year. But we brought in a lot of new doors. So we've been working hard to bring in a lot of new doors. We've had a lot of doors leaving out the back end though, as well. So you feel like you're spinning your wheels, you're working as hard as you can, you look up to count your numbers and you're basically flat. And that can be frustrating, but that's okay. That's just where we're at right now. One of the things you need to do if you're in that cycle is this: start running your business and treating it like it is in fact a business. For the last 5-6 years, many property managers have been running their companies however they want, and it almost didn't matter. You didn't need to market. You didn't need to do anything. New customers would come to you, and that was fine for that market. That's not the market we're in today. So today, you've got to tighten up. You've got to buckle down. You've got to treat your business like a business. You've got to look at your income. You've got to look at your expenses. You've got to look at your marketing. You've got to look at your website. You've got to get tight and serious about your business, or you maybe will not survive. Now, as it relates to getting serious about your business, you need to look for new income streams. If you're one of those flat management fee companies only, it's going to be hard to survive if your numbers start dipping a little bit. There are so many income streams, and I don't mean fee, ticky-tack stuff that way. I'm talking about other services you can provide to your clients that will it'll help them, make them happy, and help you grow your business. Just one of those things, which a lot of companies do, but more companies don't than do, is sales. If you're a licensed real estate agent and you practice property management, why should you not at least consider sales? Especially with so many of our clients leaving out the back door. They're deciding to sell right now. They should be using you for that sale. Now, I know some property managers don't want to touch sales, and if you don't want to touch sales, fine, don't touch sales. But if you're in panic mode because your business is dropping, you need to be the entrepreneur that the business leader should be. You need to be able to pivot quick. And part of pivoting quickly to the new opportunity is this right here. So don't just say no to it offhand. Think through it. Wonder why you're not run some numbers. For many years we didn't do sales, and then we decided that we needed to capitalize on that opportunity, and I'm so glad we did. It's been very beneficial for our business. Next is this. It's time to update your marketing. If you haven't been doing marketing in years, you may have been okay with that, but it's time to get serious about that. It's time to go into your website. It's time to put some things in place, not just from an SEO standpoint. It's time to start doing some video marketing. Ooh, I know half of you just got chills up your spine because the last thing you want to do is see yourself on video. Video marketing is the future of marketing. I really believe that. We teach a lot of classes around video marketing. You got to be doing that stuff. You've got to be out there being proactive, not reactive, but proactive in your marketing. And last, 6 is this. If you are going to sell your company, if you decide, you know what, I can't do it anymore. I'm done. My door account's down. The stress level's too high. I think I'm just going to sell. Well, if you're seriously going to do that, now is not necessarily a bad time to do that. Why? Because a lot of companies are paying top dollar for your business. Why? Because their door count's down as well. They're looking around trying to figure out how they can grow, and one way they're trying to grow is through acquisition, which means you may have a lot of sellers for you if you're deciding that you want to be, or excuse me, you may have a lot of buyers if you decide that you want to be that seller. Don't necessarily sell, don't jump ship, think through this, but companies are paying very, very well right now for companies that are selling. So there's just a couple thoughts on that. Maybe I'm totally wrong. I don't think I am. We've been around for a while, but the market will cycle. Things will come back up. It may be a couple years, but now's the time to get serious. Now's the time to tighten up your business so that when the market does turn and get strengthened back up, you're lean, you're primed and positioned to be successful for years and years to come.